Hello everyone and Happy New Year. I hope you've all had a fantastic Christmas time. I know that me and Jay and the girls, it's been brilliant for us. We spent some time together because Jay had some time off work, which doesn't happen very often. He works a lot and we don't see each other very often, so that to me is worth more than all the Christmas presents in the world. I just want to say thank you to everybody who wished us a Merry Christmas, and for all the people who supported me through 2011 by subscribing to my channel and watching my videos and commenting. I've loved every minute of it, so thank you very much for making it a pleasure to be here on YouTube. Today I'm going to be showing you my most used and favourite products of 2011. The reason I've done it this way is because my favourite products aren't always my most used. Firstly, I'm going to show you my base. My most used base would be No. 7's Triple Protection Tinted Moisturiser. I tend to like quite a light coverage and natural coverage, so a tinted moisturiser for me is usually the way to go. Although I do like to use foundations and mix them myself with moisturiser, and then you can give as much coverage as you want, but this is my most used. My favourite foundation, and the one that I go for if I tend to need more coverage, although this is too dark for me at the moment, this is Laura Mercier's Silk Cream Foundation. It gives a really nice, even natural coverage. I would call it a heavier coverage than a tinted moisturiser, but it's still quite natural. It's not caked on, it's not thick and heavy. It's really nice. I don't apply too much of it. I love the texture and I just love the finish. It gives a good coverage but with a natural finish. It's almost a glowy finish. Really nice. My most used concealers, right, under eyes, definitely without a doubt, Benefit's Erase Paste. If you've used this, then you know how little of this you have to use, so you'll know that I've hit the bottom there, and that is purely because I've used it so much. I've given somebody a sample of it, so I have taken a little bit out, but not all that much. I use that every single day without fail, and the powder that I set it with is Benefit's Powder Flage, which is also marketed as a concealer. No way, Benefit. This is not a concealer. A concealer setting powder, brilliant, but concealer, no. If you can conceal your dark circles with this, then you haven't got dark circles. My most used concealer for the face is MAC's Select Moisture Cover concealer in NC15. This is a perfect colour for me at the moment, but I can actually pull this off all year round somehow. I'm not sure how, because I do get darker in the summer, but not all that darker, to be honest. It gives a satin finish. It's a lot more liquidy than most concealers, but it's quite a light coverage, and when I do get a spot it tends to go really dry and flaky, just horrible, so most concealers just make it look worse. So this one, with it being such a moisturising concealer, is the best one for when I've got spots. Although my new favourite has got to be Collection 2000's Lasting Perfection. Brilliant stuff. You can use it under your eyes, although I don't. I use the erase paste. I use it around my nose to get rid of the redness on any spots. I have actually got some mega really bad spots around here, and this has covered it up a treat. It's fantastic stuff, it's cheap and it fills all the boxes. And my favourite eye base would have to be MAC's Painterly Paint Pot. It's just a nice creamy eye base that, in fact, when I say creamy, it's strange because it is a cream product, but it goes on a really fine cream, not a thick cream like the erase paste is. It's more of a satiny cream, more of a solid cream. That's probably the best way to put it. And then when it goes on, it dries and then it stays put. It does on me. If you've got oily eyelids, then perhaps you'd need something like Too Faced Shadow Insurance or Urban Decay's Primer Potion to put underneath it. But for me, this does the trick. It works really well. I don't get any creasing with it at all, and that is definitely my most used and favourite eye base. Right, I'm going to go on to brushes now, and my favourite face brush without a doubt has to be Sigma's F80. It's a flat top kabuki, it's really dense and it has been used this morning, as you can see. It buffs like a dream and I highly recommend it. This is a great brush for a multitude of reasons. Fantastic for applying blush, highlight and contouring. I use this mainly for applying highlight, but I use it for all them reasons. So that one is the Real Techniques contour brush. Brilliant. They wash fantastic and dry really quickly. Really nice brushes. And then my favourite eye brush, which is also dirty, is the Mic 217. It's just a nice tapered blending brush, and it's a good one because you can apply it apply the eyeshadow onto the lid, but you can also blend into the crease and use it as a highlight brush, so it's a great all-rounder. If I go out for a night, that is the brush that I would take with me. Right, my favourite eyeshadows. This was really difficult, and I came to the decision that both the Armani Eyes to Kill and Chanel's Illusion d'Ombre are both my favourites. These are both my favourites. The Armani Eyes to Kill, fantastic quality. This will last such a long time. I'm sure it is a pressed pigment because it's got this what keeps it pressed down, and that's what it seems like to me. I'll just give you a little swatch just to give you an idea. This is in the colour 8 and it's called Champagne. It's a beautiful champagne. It's the most beautiful champagne that I've ever seen and that I own. So that one is my favourite, as well as Chanel's Bluer. I've also got Illusoir, but this one just beats it in the fact that it's my favourite, just because it suits my eye colour a lot better. I'm actually wearing Illusoir right now, and I've got green eyes. It suits my eyes perfectly, but this one brings out the colour of my eyes and makes my eyes pop. So Bluer, which is a gorgeous reddish brown. That's it there. Look at that colour, it's just so beautiful and intense. Also, another favourite has got to be the Wet n Wild shadows, just because they're so cheap and fantastic quality, although they're not available in the UK. Apparently you can get them from Poundland, but it's not these type, it is a different type from what I've been told. My favourite colour has got to be this taupe colour here, and it's out of the Silent treatment, although I do really love the other palettes as well. There's Cool as a Cucumber, which has got some beautiful greens in it, and the Comfort Zone, which is, along with this one, the Comfort Zone is my favourite palette. But I like this one simply because it's got that taupe colour at the bottom. My most used eyeshadow, or should I say eyeshadows, has got to be my MAC 15 palette, although I fit a lot more than 15 shadows in here. And out of these, I love Copper Plate. That's beautiful and suits my eye colour so well. I like Dazzle Light. Yeah, it's a neutral highlight, but it does have pink iridescence in it. Brulee, which I use nearly every day as a highlight to the brow bone because it's really close to my skin tone. And Patina, my favourite MAC eyeshadow. And you'll see here, I've had this nearly a year, not quite, but nearly a year, and that is amazing that I've hit pan on an eyeshadow, just because I've got so many eyeshadows. For me to hit pan on one is very difficult. Now I'm going to go to blush. My most used has got to be MAC's. These are both my most used and my favourites. So my most used and favourite pinky shade is MAC Stunner. It's a pink, but it's almost a neutral pink, almost. It's absolutely gorgeous, and when you put it on the cheeks, it looks really neutral, like, I can't really explain it, like your own skin tone, but just emphasised a little bit. I can't really explain it, but it looks beautiful on the cheeks, so natural and so pretty. And then my other favourite, which is a colour that I tend to go for if I'm not sure what to use, and it's the Daniel Sandler watercolour blush in the colour Chic. This is just a nice neutral tannish colour. It's more or less exactly the same colour as NARS Penny Lane, so if you have a problem with that stain on the cheeks, because I know that a lot of people do have a problem with that cream blush stain on the cheeks, then try this one. You have to use just the tiniest dot, and it stays on the cheeks all day. And I don't know if you can see, but that is still right up here, and I've used this so much it's unbelievable. That is literally going to last me for years and years and years. I'll probably have to throw it away before I actually use it up. Right, my most used highlighter has got to be MAC's Shea Shea Lame. This came and it was really, it had a lot of detail to it, and I've really flattened that down, and that's just because it's a goldish colour but with a silver sheen in it, so it suits any skin tone. It's fantastic. It's quite subtle, it's not got big chunks of glitter, really nice highlight that you can reach for with any look. But my favourite, and is becoming my most used, but because I've only had it a matter of a month, probably not even a month, I've probably had this about a month, and the only reason it's not made it into my most used is because I've only had it for that short amount of time. But I guarantee that next year this will be my most used, and this is the highlighter in Lightscapade. It's one of the MAC Mirror Light Skin Finishers, whereas this one is a special reserve highlight powder, the Shea Shea Lame. This is so beautiful. It's a really brightening colour and looks beautiful on top of MAC's Strobe Cream. That's it there. It's just a creamy colour, but it has this blue inside the powder that gives a really brightening effect. It doesn't look blue on the face and it doesn't look blue on the skin, but it does give a beautiful brightening effect. Love it. Then for eyeliner, my favourite and most used is Daniel Sandler's Long Lasting Waterproof Eyeliner, and this is in Brown Velvet. It's just a twist up. I always use brown, nearly always. I do use black sometimes, especially if I'm going for a winged look, I tend to go for black. But that's my most used and my favourite just because it lasts all day. Not sure about the waterline, just because I don't use eyeliners on my waterline, because nothing ever stays on my waterline, ever. My favourite mascara is MAC Zoom Lash. I've not got it with me right now because I've lost it. So unfortunately, I've not got it to show you, but you'll see, if you've been on the site, you'll have probably seen it, or you can have a look. But it's just got natural bristles, a really nice, quite a slim brush, and it really gives a lot of volume and length to lashes. My most used, I've gone through two of these, and this is the Rimmel Lash Accelerator, and this is in 002 Brown Black. And the reason this is my most used is just because I use brown mascara most of the time, just because I have fair hair. It gives a really nice bit of length, a little bit of volume, not too much, but it gives nice natural lashes for every day, because for me I don't want ridiculously extravagant lashes every single day. I like to look different when I'm making myself up to go out or for a special occasion. Yeah, Rimmel Lash Accelerator, most used, highly recommend. As for the growing activating part, when I very first used it I did notice a difference, but that stopped and it's never come back, so it might work differently for different people. My favourite lip products have got to be, for one, this is the Corez Lip Butter in Pomegranate, and it is that colour, like a coral colour, beautiful. And I don't use this for the colour, I use this for the moisturising properties. It really does treat the lips beautifully and make them lovely and soft. But on the days when I'm just running out and say taking the little one to school or running to the shops, I will use this, and it just gives a nice little bit of colour. But my most used of the year is Cream Cup, and I think that will show you just how used it is. After using the lipstick, I've used the lip brush, and you get so much more product if you use a lip brush with these. And yep, it's just a nice pink. I'd say it's a cooler toned pink, but it's beautiful. It really is a beautiful colour, and it suits me brilliantly as an everyday colour. My favourite colour, however, is Chanel's Boy, and it's just a beautiful neutral pink, and it does have shimmer, gorgeous. Now I'm going to go on to nail products. My most used base coat, and I've only had this for about 2.5 months, perhaps 3 at the most, is Nails Inc Hyde Park, and look, I've only got about a third of the bottle left. This is really good stuff. It dries so quick. You can get your nails done really quickly with that one. Just slap a bit of that on, get your polish on, and then wait a few minutes for it to dry. Get your top coat on, you're done. And especially with this top coat, because this is the Sally Hansen Insta Dry Anti-Chip top coat, and this gives such a nice finish and it dries extremely quickly. Like, you only have to wait 2 minutes for your nails to be touch dry with the polish. Apply this and it's dried within 30 seconds, and I mean, it's dry. Fantastic, really, really good stuff. This is my second bottle that I've gone through in about 8-9 months possibly. Bearing in mind I don't always use a top coat, so that proves how much I like the stuff. My most used polish is Essie's Topless and Barefoot, and I've just shaken this up a little bit so you can't see how much I've used, but I'm about halfway down. It's just a nice beige nude colour, and it looks so beautiful. Your nails look beautifully polished, really clean looking. It's beautiful for the summer when you've got a bit of a tan. And my favourite nail polish is Nails Inc.'s Little Miss Chatterbox, and it's actually what I'm wearing right now. It's lovely. It's a sophisticated chic colour that you can wear with anything. You can wear any clothes and this is going to match with it. It's so beautiful, and Nails Inc. is my favourite nail polish of the year. I've definitely bought more Nails Inc. polishes than any other. Skincare. Liz Earle's Cleansing Polish. I use this as a makeup remover at night. I don't use it morning and night, I just use it at night time, and it's a fantastic, fantastic makeup remover. It takes it off with ease, it smells gorgeous, it's got beautiful ingredients, it's got a beautiful texture it's just a really thick texture, and it smells of eucalyptus. Beautiful. And then what I use in the morning is Angels on Bare Skin, and this is also my favourite and most used. Yeah, Angels on Bare Skin, it does have exfoliating properties to it, but it's gentle enough for my skin to use every day, and my skin has never been as clear as when it has been while using these two products. Unfortunately, I can't show you my favourite moisturiser because I've lost the packaging, and it's La Roche-Posay's Effaclar M. It's a beautiful, beautiful, beautiful moisturiser. You can use it if you've got dehydrated skin, oily skin, and I find I can use it anytime, whether my skin's dry, whether it's dehydrated, oily, no matter what, that moisturiser works for me perfectly. And it just, it's a mattifying product, so it does mattify the skin, but it doesn't dry it out, not in the slightest. Your skin feels so comfortable when you've used it. And also another one is La Roche-Posay's Effaclar Duo, and this is a corrective and unclogging anti-imperfection fluid. So what it does, it just keeps the pores from getting blocked, and any scars, it evens them out. So it may have got something like salicylic acid in it or something like that, that helps regenerate skin cells. And then also I've got Skin Doctor's Rapid Peel. I've been using this for quite a while now, at least 6 months, and it's really good stuff. I use it once a week, and it's really good stuff. It says a concentrated glycolic exfoliator, so what that means is it exfoliates the skin without using physical exfoliation, such as ground apricot kernels and things like that. This is just using it with glycolic acid, so it really gets into the pores and cleans the pores out rather than just scratching away at the surface of the skin. So I would definitely recommend a chemical peel rather than physical exfoliation once in a while. Then I have Elizabeth Arden's 8-Hour Cream. Fantastic stuff. Been using it on my cuticles, I've been using it on my elbows, knees, ankles. Yeah, this is fantastic stuff. I love it. I love, love, love it. The scent is not my favourite, but I can handle it. But it's just such a nourishing cream, and it's supposed to help with bruises and cuts and sunburn and insect bites and things like that as well. So a really good all-round product for the whole family. My favourite bath products would have to be the Lush Bath Bombs and Bubble Bars. And today I've got the Lush Pud to show you. This is one of my favourite scents from Lush. It's the almond scent, the almond marzipan scent, so beautiful. And they all contain oils, so they nourish the skin fantastically. And then last but most certainly not least is my perfume of choice, and this is my most used and it's my favourite, and this is Paco Rabanne's Lady Million. This is a really, really beautiful scent. It's a sweet scent and it's a scent that lasts all day. It's so beautiful. I'm not very good at explaining perfume scents, so I'm extremely sorry about that, but this is really beautiful and I'm almost certain that all women would like this. So Paco Rabanne's Lady Million, and the case is like a diamond, so I love that too. So they are my favourites for 2011 and my most used, and I thank you all very much for watching, for supporting me. It's great to be able to interact with other people who are really into makeup. So I'll thank you all for watching and I'll see you again very, very soon in my next video. Bye!